Hi, thank you for watching Digging to China. I'm Dong Sean. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Some unknown hackers claimed they have successfully breached a Shanghai police database and claimed to have stolen 23 terabytes of data on as many as 1 billion Chinese residents. Industry experts are calling it is the largest cybersecurity breach in China's history. According to an anonymous post on an online cybercrime forum last week, the hackers offered to sell the stolen data from the database, including names, addresses, birthplace, national IDs, phone numbers, and criminal case information. The asking price? 10 Bitcoin, worth around $200,000. The scale of the data leak has sent shockwaves through the Chinese security community, triggering speculation about the credibility of the claim and how it could have taken place. Zhao Changpeng is the founder and the chief executive officer of cryptocurrency exchange Binance. He tweeted on Monday that the company had detected the breach of 1 billion resident records from one Asian country, but he did not specify which country and had since increased verification procedures for potentially affected users. Shanghai authorities have not publicly responded to the alleged hack. Representatives for the city's police and the Cyberspace Administration of China, the country's internet overseer, did not make any comment. The US and other nations have repeatedly identified China as one of the world's biggest sources of cybercriminals. They also accuse the Chinese cybercriminals are infiltrating systems on behalf of domestic agencies in search of valuable data or intellectual property. In other words, Beijing employs hackers for espionage purposes. China's domestic breaches are rarely disclosed because of a lack of transparent reporting mechanisms. In 2016, personal information on dozens of Communist Party officials and industry figures from Jack Ma to Wang Jianlin was said to have been exposed on Twitter. At the time, it was one of the country's biggest online leaks of sensitive information. In 2020, the Twitter-like service Weibo said hackers claimed to have stolen account information for more than 538 million of its users, though sensitive data such as passwords was not leaked. And this year, tens of thousands of seemingly hacked files from China's remote Xinjiang region provided fresh evidence of the abuse of mostly Muslim ethnic Uyghurs. The latest incident again underscored the challenges facing Beijing as it collects data on hundreds of millions of people while tightening policing of sensitive online content. Under Chinese law, the exposure of personal information can result in jail terms. It's unclear how the cyber attacks gained access to Shanghai police servers. One popular theory circulated online among cybersecurity experts was that the breach involved a third-party cloud infrastructure partner. Alibaba, Tencent, and Huawei Technologies are among the country's biggest external cloud services. The latest data leak exposes Chinese Communist regime's surveillance measure. Beijing is collecting a staggering amount of personal data from millions of citizens with the intention to design a system where they can find out a person's identity, which will help the government in maintaining its authoritarian rule. Apart from CCTV cameras that they have installed in every corner of the country and even inside people's homes, especially during the COVID-19 lockdown, the Chinese government started using phone tracking devices to link people's digital lives to their identity and physical movements. China is using surveillance because social stability is paramount and any threat to the government should be eliminated. During top leader Xi Jinping's decade of ruling, he has hardened and centralized the security state. The already limited space of dissent has been rapidly disappearing. The Chinese authorities are primarily using 4 data sources to collect information. CCTV cameras are considered the foundation of China's surveillance state. Secondly, phone trackers, which is used by millions of citizens every day. The third one is the DNA, which is being collected indiscriminately from people with no connection to the crime. And fourthly, artificial intelligence is used to predict or detect crimes. For example, in 2020, a Chinese woman requested to move to Hong Kong due to her recent marriage. But her request was denied after the surveillance software alerted the Chinese police that the marriage was suspicious. In further investigation, it was revealed that the two were not often in the same place at the same time and had not spent the Spring Festival holiday together. Police concluded that the marriage had been faked to obtain a migration permit. In a similar incident, an automated alert about a man's frequent entry into a residential compound with different companions prompted police to investigate. And later, it was discovered that he was part of a pyramid scheme, according to state media. Although the Chinese government never admitted to the surveillance, but the details of the spy technologies at work inside China are emerging from the police research papers, surveillance contract patents and presentations, as well as hundreds of public procurement documents. Even though China's state media often tout the effectiveness of surveillance and its positive result, but it is patently illegal even according to Chinese laws. Often people don't know they are being watched, and the Chinese authorities interfere in the public's privacy without permission. What can you do? Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly.